Welcome to the Sisters Uncensored podcast, where we get into everything from childhood trauma to millennial adulting and all things in between. We share crazy stories from the past and present to help us cope with the insanity that is our lives. By sharing our perspectives, we hope to bring some relatability, laughter, and unsolicited advice that can help you survive the messiness of life along with us. My name's Jessica Labita. I'm a millennial mom, wife, and marketing professional, and I am absolutely insane. My name is Ashley Lanive. I am a millennial stay-at-home mom, avid golfer, and too mouthy for my own good. We are real sisters, and this is Sisters Uncensored. Take this trip with us. Welcome back. Welcome to the Sisters Uncensored podcast. Happy Wednesday. We've had a lot going on in the last several weeks, and we've given minor updates on our social media, but I wanted to take this opportunity to discuss stress and how it can impact you if you do not take care of yourself the way that you are supposed to. And sometimes, even if you do take care of yourself the way that you are supposed to, as we've learned over the last week or so, your body is going to decide if you need to shut down and chill out. And that happened quite recently to my beautiful sister here.
Just when you think you can't get any more scars on your abdomen, yeah, you can. Good God.
So why don't you tell our audience a little bit about what happened?
Okay, so I've always had a history of bleeding ulcers. We all know I was in that accident when I was 16, and I have a custom duodenum.
Custom duodenum.
Which is apparently much smaller than most people's duodenums. I found that out.
Interesting.
That over the last 2 weeks. But because of that, I've always been very prone to getting ulcers and bleeding ulcers. And when I'm really stressed out, they'll bleed to the point where I lose enough blood that I go down, like out for the count. My blood pressure gets all messed up. It's a disaster. Anyway, so basically that's what happened. There was a bunch of internal bleeding, and I got to the point where I couldn't even stand up.
Crawling at the school to pick up her daughter.
Oh my God, I had to take a knee 3 times. It was so embarrassing. And the worst thing ever is, I can feel when this is coming on. So when I know it's happening, I try to get myself low to get blood to my head. And all I am thinking the whole time is just get it together until you can get yourself into the car, take as much time as you need, blast the air, whatever it is. Anything to avoid being that parent that freaking goes down and wakes up surrounded by feet.
Yeah.
In the reading garden.
Yes.
I don't need that. I just don't. Let's just not.
Goodness.
Oh my God, one of my friends, one of Mila's friends' parents, who's a friend of mine, they were like, I would have fireman carried you out of there, Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Carried you out of there and nobody would have known the difference. Next time, just say something. I'm like, I got it. Took a knee. Just took a knee. I'm like, Mila, let's pretend I'm tying my shoe for a hot second here on the side of the, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, not really.
No.
But long story short, lost a pint of blood. Wasn't good.
2 hospital trips again.
Yeah. Spent a good 8 or 9 days in the hospital, and when they were in there doing an endoscopy to see where the bleed was coming from, they also found that there was appendicitis, and that's not fun. So apparently when you get appendicitis, it's because there's a blockage in your appendix, and it's usually very small, they say, and mine was as big as the appendix itself, the blockage.
Yes.
And it was from the internal bleeding from stress. So ended up having surgery. Took out an organ. It's not often that I usually do that twice in a year where I lose body parts multiple times in 1 year, but this is an exception to the rule. I try to space it out.
2025.
Yeah. I mean, good God.
What a year.
It's weird. I don't know, whatever. But if anybody's had their appendix rupture or anything like that, it's a very painful thing to have happen. I always pride myself on having a high tolerance for pain after being set on fire, and I can tell you this was number 2.
Yikes.
It hurt that bad.
Yeah, you were in rough shape.
Yeah, it was not good.
No, it was not good. It was very scary for me. So she had gone into the hospital, we took her to the hospital to be checked because of this blood pressure kept dropping. And I was like, okay, like now that she's in the hospital, they'll figure it out. And they sent her home, 2 days later with like all kinds of prescriptions and drugs and no true resolution. And then it got worse because
And they found the appendicitis while I was there.
Yes.
And they tried to treat it with antibiotics.
Yep.
Everybody knows you don't need your appendix. Just take that shit right out.
Right. So then she came home, and it was in the morning on a Friday, I remember. And she's like, I got to go to the hospital. Like, and for Ash to say something like that, I'm like, oh shit, this is not good. Like if she's like, put me in an ambulance and take me to the hospital now, something's
really wrong. Yeah. Because I try to avoid the hospital at all costs. I hate doing that.
Especially when you were in there already.
Yeah. And I definitely don't want to go by ambulance, like ever.
No.
Like I'll take an Uber.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It's like a spectacle. The neighbors see you.
I'm
It's
not
like a whole
doing any
thing.
of that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
But that's exactly what happened. So I rushed down there in the morning, and we managed to get her in the ambulance and taken to a different hospital than she was at the first time, just because of proximity.
Mm-hmm.
And they were fantastic and were able to figure out. But the problem here that I have, and that I had even with your spinal surgery several months ago, is why do we have to go to multiple hospitals to finally find a resolution?
I don't
Like
know.
your spine issues and the pain you were in there, we had 3 different hospital visits before they finally did the surgery and fixed you and fixed the problem.
Right.
This time it was 2 different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell? What is wrong with our healthcare system?
Yeah,
like,
something's not
you're
right.
bleeding internally. They know it, and they give you antibiotics and are like, see ya.
Here's the thing about it too. So one of my very good friends, our good friends,
Yes.
that is a nurse. She's local to us, and we've known her for 25 years. But I called her, and I was like, "This is what's going on," and she's like, "Absolutely, you have to go. Like that's bad.
Yeah.
Like very, very bad. I'm telling you right now." And then I would send her like my test results to review, and she was like, "I don't know where they're coming up with the conclusions that they're coming up with because it doesn't match up."
Right.
Based on, her experience and, anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, it shouldn't take multiple visits. I feel like a lot of people are just trying to get people in and out of there as fast as possible, turn over beds, make room, whatever. It's discouraging for anybody who does need to go to the hospital because you feel like you're not for nothing, but
you're like a cog in a
hindrance.
wheel. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they just don't, there's nothing personal about you as a human and the fact that you're in a situation that's quite dire that brought you there.
Yeah.
No one wants to be there. Let's
Nobody
be
wants to
honest.
be there,
Like,
really. Oh my God, the beds are so uncomfortable.
So
the
if you're
thread count,
there,
ew. I mean, like all of it.
Right.
Let's be honest.
So we get to the second hospital. Ash had been in there for, what was it at that point, 10 hours or something? You left at like 9 in the morning by ambulance.
Yeah.
By the time I had everything situated with kids and running back and forth and things I was doing, and then we knew you were staying overnight there, so I packed a bag and all the things that she needs, all her chargers, all the stuff that you need for an extended stay at a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
We got together, her daughter and I, and we brought it over to her. And I walk in, and she's still in the ER in a bed, and I'm like, okay, so like what's happening? Like, where's your nurse or someone that I can talk to like get?
That nurse wouldn't even make eye contact with me.
No.
I was like, what the fuck kind of bedside manner is that?
The level of bedside manner and pure lack of empathy
Yes.
was mind-boggling.
I couldn't believe it.
So of course I snap into like psycho Jess mode, and
It was actually really funny.
I'm standing in like the general area outside of her room in the ER, and I'm like, who's in charge? Who's in charge here? Find me the person in charge. We're leaving. I want her transferred immediately. And as soon as I said those words, it was like, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Everyone.
ER doctor came running.
Yep.
No. What's the matter?
She
What's
was
the matter?
transferred upstairs to her unit 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
The social worker is there explaining everything, commenting on the horrific bedside manner of the nurse who wasn't your nurse, but made it very clear he wasn't your nurse, because when they were asking who was your nurse, his response was, not me. It's not me.
So
It's not me.
ridiculous.
I'm like, okay, if it's not you, we're asking you, who is her nurse?
Right. You can't find out?
You can't ask? You don't know?
The social worker was like,
oh my God.
horrified.
I was livid.
Yeah, and you were blowing a gasket.
I snapped into like business mode
Yeah.
and like started cracking heads.
Yep.
But it worked.
It did. They got me into a room, which was also absolute insanity. There was a man down the hall from us. I took a video of it because I could not believe what was going on. This man, okay, was screaming like such a little bitch. I could not believe it. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, really, guy, how bad is it? But he was like, "Rah!" Like literally like screaming like a woman. And everybody I sent it to was like, what are they doing to her? I'm like, that's a man. I don't know what they're doing, but shy of like castrating you.
You shouldn't be screaming
You should
like
not
that.
be screaming like that. Toughen up, Buttercup.
Right,
like, you
right.
got to be kidding me. It was insanity. I don't know. It was
Everybody
like,
has a different pain tolerance, I suppose. You're like unbreakable.
I don't know, man. When my appendix burst when I was in the hospital, and I'm telling you, I am not a wuss with pain. I had tears pouring down my cheeks, like hunched over, just get me out of this pain. And that nurse sucked also.
Yeah.
She sat there looking at me like, this isn't my problem. And I'm like, but it is, isn't it? Like, isn't this your problem? Oh my God. It was just not good. They had the other nurses that I had there were excellent. Everybody else was great.
Yeah.
The doctors were good. I feel
Yeah.
like they didn't really talk to each other too much. You had to kind of get them to talk to each other a lot, but they got the job done. They took care of business. Everybody did a really good job, but those two people, if you have no bedside manner, you should not be doing this as a career. Switch careers.
I agree.
I don't know what to tell you, but you can't just sit there and watch somebody at 2:00 in the morning in excruciating pain
Yeah.
and look at them like,
do you have to scream like that crazy man for someone to pay attention to you?
I don't know.
'Cause
I
that's
don't know.
insanity.
You know what I think it is too, is you get a lot of people with addiction issues who check themselves in.
Yeah.
And then they just want more pain meds.
Yeah.
So it's like they're just looking for a fix.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough for the healthcare workers.
Yeah. So like the one nurse, she like went off on me where she was like, Ashley, look at the clock. Miss, do you see that it's 3:30? I cannot give you more pain medication until 5:30. And I'm like, my appendix is rupturing. Like, it's literally ruptured.
Right.
So you're doubled over in this excruciating pain.
Yeah.
And because jackass across the hall is having a meltdown because he wants more pain medication and he's there just to get a fix, I can't get the treatment that I need.
Right.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was It was so frustrating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get that they're in a tough spot and they're trying to do the best thing that they can do. At the same time, like, you got to be able to weed these people out better. Like, you have to know that there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Agree.
Am I here every week? No.
No,
You know,
of course
like,
not.
what are you talking about?
Right.
You already know that I was diagnosed with appendicitis.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't
Right. It was
like, oh,
from
I
the
think I
previous
have
hospital
appendicitis.
visit. Yeah.
Like, there was a diagnosis. So I just couldn't understand it. I don't know. But that was, to me, you have to deal with people who are coming into the hospital and doing that. And it really hinders the treatment that people who genuinely need it get.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Piss me off.
Yeah.
If you're considering GLP-1 medications like semaglutide or tirzepatide for weight loss, KinMeds makes their process safe, simple, and discreet. Their licensed providers handle your consultation online, and if it's right for you, your prescription ships straight to your door. You also have ongoing support to help you create lasting change. Results vary, and medications aren't for everyone. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and constipation. Learn more at kinmeds.com and use code Jessica50 for exclusive savings.
I also, there was a significant difference in the treatment you were receiving in the emergency room versus when you were actually admitted and finally on a floor in the surgical wing where you were going to be for the long haul.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the level of care was night and day,
Absolutely.
which to me is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that way.
No, it should not.
You know?
I think that's what I'm saying. Is
But
like,
that's what-
I feel like they're trying to turn over beds. Like,
Mhm.
just send them home. Like, give them some pain meds and send them home. And we wonder why we have a freaking opioid freaking endemic, you know?
Yeah.
But the point is, once you got up and you were admitted, they knew that you had a reason to be there.
Sure.
And they took very good care of me. But the ER, they were basically just like, get her out. Whatever you can do just to get her out. We need another bed. And by the way, in the first hospital that we went to, I'm not even joking. I was put in a really good room, in the ER. I was in the number 1 room, actually. Room number 1 is apparently the nurse who brought me in was like, I was surprised they put you in this room. And I was like, why? And he's like, because this is
Do you know
high
who I
am?
am?
I'm like, it's because I'm pretty. Just kidding. just kidding. No. But there were literally people dying in the hallway.
Yeah, no.
Dying in the hallway. I couldn't, they had bodies just everywhere. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm in this great room. I'm like, oh, thanks so much. Can you tell them to keep it down out there? Right?
Bring me some tea.
Trying to nap. No, I'm only playing, obviously. But no, there really were there were people all over the place.
Yeah.
But they're trying to, that's my point, is they're trying to get people out. Just get them out. Just get them out.
Yeah.
It's not a good way to run any kind of medical care unit.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
So I think one of the things that is important to talk about here is that the root of all this is stress-based, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And so how does that make you feel?
Okay, so I've always been a bottler.
Mm-hmm.
And over the last couple of years, I've put that to bed with me. I feel like I'm not bottling. I feel like I address everything that pisses me off, aggravates me, whatever, anything that's on my mind, I let it out.
About self-care.
Yeah, I'm good about
stress
self-care.
management.
I'm good about boundaries. I'm all of that. I'm probably extreme on a lot of it, actually, because I go from one to the other.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess your subconscious,
You think you're
you
handling
think you're
things
handling
well.
it. Yeah, and you're not necessarily, and that. I mean, there's things that you can't avoid.
Yeah.
You're going to have to deal with, you know what I mean? And I feel like I really thought I was doing the best that I could at it.
Yeah.
And just kind of eat you alive from the inside out. So that's not good.
No.
Not good at all.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what I could do better either.
So
it's hard.
I'm curious, some of your coping mechanisms, maybe we should adjust now.
Such as?
Less wine, more marijuana.
I can't smoke marijuana. I can't do anything like that.
I mean, it's legal.
But is it? Don't you have to have a prescription or something?
No.
I don't know. Can somebody else weigh in? I feel like I need an attorney to tell me, it's okay. You're allowed to do this. You will never be in trouble. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can. Unless you have a job that's federally based and has a policy or something about that, there's no reason you can't explore other ways to help you
gummies
relax.
And shit.
Mm-hmm. That might be less on your stomach.
Yeah, that makes sense. I over the last few weeks, I'm I haven't even had a craving for a glass of wine.
Well, you can't really.
Yeah, especially because I was going through all the antibiotics and everything like that. So I'm not doing that. But I wasn't even oh my God, I want my glass of wine. And a couple of nights ago, I was talking to a friend. He's like, it's okay if you have a glass of wine. You're not going to hurt yourself after being, through everything that you've been through. Just obviously don't overdo it or whatever. And I had a glass of wine and I was just I don't even feel like it.
Yeah. It was weird to me, the other night when we went out to dinner, because I feel like I haven't been out to dinner in so long.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're so busy all the time, that the fact that you and I had an opportunity to sit down at a table with our girls and just eat dinner, and that we did not order a glass of wine.
I know.
Oh, wow, it's this.
Yeah.
We're evolving.
I mean, listen, it's probably going to be short-lived, let's be honest. But, I don't know. I haven't even had a
coffee, Red Bull. I'm sure all that stuff is not good for you.
It's so much.
Insides.
It's that, and it's just, the stuff that you think you're handling the best that you can, even though, you're not freaking out.
Yeah. It's still weighs on your soul.
Yeah. It's still on your subconscious. For me, it comes out in my dreams. I'm always having nightmares, things like that. And it's hard to avoid, but you know what? It is what it is at this point. we got the bad part out of the way.
Yeah.
Now I'm just going to do my best
Yeah.
to try to avoid allowing that to happen again. I
think it's important to, so my recommendations, my personal recommendations for you based on your situation and knowing you would be consider your diet and what you're putting in your body. Because
Why do you think do you think I eat like shit?
No, not at all. I think you live on Red Bull and coffee.
I do.
And
It's
wine.
true. I do. Mhm.
And so that's not a healthy way to live.
Shut up.
As much as it keeps you going.
Well, I
it's
have
probably-
to function.
I understand that.
I have
get
to
it.
function. You have to understand, like, I do this myself.
I know.
All right? So, like,
I get it. But
fuck you.
So that's my thoughts is maybe reconsider the quantities of those things that we're taking in to keep us moving. Maybe we can find other ways to be more alert with natural supplements or something. I don't know.
You know what I was looking at actually is recently I actually talked to Lucy about it. The mushroom teas.
Yep.
I hear really good things about them.
Yep.
The Rise one,
Yep.
she left me a bag of it.
Yep. So there's another option. Like,
I'm
start
I'm going to give that a
exploring maybe
shot.
some homeopathic options.
Yeah.
I fully believe that marijuana is a homeopathic option.
No, I don't disagree with you. I'm just afraid I'll end up in trouble or something.
No, I think that's where
We're born and bred from the 80s
I
where
know.
you know, that was like the gateway
a-
drug.
yeah, you're gonna turn into a junkie.
A criminal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and mom's perspective and how we were brought up on that was very conservative. So
Yeah.
in my mind too, like I smell it sometimes. I'm like, like
Oh my
my
God.
gut instinct is to be like, oh my God, somebody's smoking weed, and I'm like, that's fine. Like you're allowed.
It's allowed. I know. It's funny.
Such a weird like transition.
So in the next few weeks, we're going to be moving out of the townhouse that we're in right now. And I've been going to view different places, you know this. And one of the towns I was driving through to go and see a unit, I had the window down and I'm like, this whole town reeks of weed, like the whole town. It's the weirdest thing. I was like, what the I don't know.
I felt that way driving in Colorado when we went out there to ski.
That's because it does
And
smell like
literally,
that
like
everywhere.
the whole state smells like weed.
Yeah.
It's insane to me.
It's very funny.
I'm slowly learning that this is like an acceptable way to function in society for people. And I don't know. I'm considering testing the waters myself, but maybe it's something we can explore together for stress management.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's one thing that I would look at is diet and homeopathic maybe. I think we need to start exercising.
Again.
Yeah, like we really do, both
I
of us.
loved working out too. I worked out all
I know,
the time.
because I think that helps a lot with your body and your mind, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's something when you're feeling well again and you're physically able, start moving your body more. I think that will help you with stress, because even just saying like having to move, that's going to be a stressful situation for both of us, right?
Mhm.
Like, so, you know, it's always, things are always going to be happening, and it's like, how else what can you do in your life to help manage your stress a little bit better? I think you do a great job of shutting off and taking your space and your time, but I think we together can start looking at other ways to help you manage your stress. And I think me having experienced this with you has been a reflection of myself too, because we're so much alike, and I think I'm doing so well managing my stress, and I think I feel so good. And there's days where I feel so relieved about like things in progress that's happening in life. And then there's days where I feel like I'm going completely off the rails
drowning.
and I'm going to lose my mind.
You're
right.
drowning.
And
I know. There's some days where it feels like the smallest, most simplest task is like climbing a mountain.
My kid took my body wash out of my shower this week, and I went to take a shower and had no soap. And if I could show you the text messages that I sent to this child while she's in high school, I'm actually like disappointed in myself because I'm F-bombing. Like, I was so pissed, but it was that little thing
That pushed you over the edge.
in addition to the pile of other things this week that just
Put you over the edge.
snapped.
I get it.
Like,
I
ugh.
know.
And I don't want to get to that point anymore, right? So like, how can I manage my stress better? And I feel like we can work together on this. And if you guys have suggestions for us, please share them, because I feel like it's just a way that we have to be as an adults now.
Right. I should just let you know, journaling doesn't work for me. We don't want that. We don't want journaling. I should not be writing these things down.
So I'm
it works
hoping
for you.
this devotional that I purchased is very interactive and notes and things. And
I should not be writing my inner thoughts down.
I think that's going to help me.
Okay.
I also started a list on my phone last night of like almost positive affirmations or things that I want to do to make myself better. And so one of the things, these are like, I'm going to start a list of things, but I have one thing on the list right now, and it's that I'm going to trust my instincts more. So
man,
I feel
always
like
trust my instincts.
I feel like I'm very good about having an initial gut reaction about a situation or a person or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I choose not to engage, and then maybe I lose opportunities to meet great people or whatever. But I met some people last night that made me think differently about my gut instincts and how I read them and how I.
Interesting.
So I'm going to trust my gut more is my point, and I have more faith in myself.
I think you like to give people the benefit of the doubt too. Like, I really think you try to do that. Where, I mean, this is where we differ because you have more patience than I do. I have no patience. If I get a bad vibe from you, you don't pass the vibe check, you're not my people.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't mean that we're not going to get along or anything
Sure.
like that or can't be civil, but you're not my people.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm not going to do the surface level, shallow bullshit,
Yeah.
pleasantries and all of that. I just don't have the patience for it.
Yeah.
But I noticed that you always try to give, even if you get a bad feeling about someone, you try to give them the benefit of the doubt.
So it's that initial feeling that I need to trust more and stop doing that. So that's like a promise that I've made to myself. So I'm going to start like writing these things down as I think them, because I think it's going to help me to just even be able to go back and look at that list and be like, are you being what you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
And are you behaving how you want to behave? Are you responding how you want to respond? Whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
But just different ways of talking to myself too.
Interesting. I don't know how I talk to myself. I'm a pep talker to myself. I'm like, you can do this.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Toughen up. I don't know.
I need
Do I have to be more gentle? It's okay.
Well, I do think we need to give ourselves grace, and we say that all the time. It's one of the hardest things to do as women, but
it's a challenge, but
yeah, stress is always going to be there, so we can figure out new ways to manage it. But I'm glad you're alive and that you didn't bleed out.
I don't die.
I'm glad I was
I know there's
there to be with you because that was scary.
one or two that are probably disappointed, but it's okay.
Yeah,
That's all right.
she's still here. We Chelsea and I counted. You're on your 8th life, I believe.
I think I got plenty left. I got lots to do still.
It might be 10, actually. You either surpassed a cat or are just below a cat. I can't quite remember.
I'm not worried about it.
getting
I'm not
close.
going anywhere. Trust me. Believe me. My work here is not done. I know it.
Hey, even if you do end up going, you know where you're going to be.
Exactly. Exactly. Good God.
All right. Well, shoot us your recommendations for stress management. Let us know if you've had any incidents like this where, your body decides to stop for you because you're not listening. So
It's very frustrating when your body doesn't cooperate too.
No, I know.
That's annoying. It adds more stress.
And it's not somewhere you want to be, right? So how can we avoid that going forward?
Exactly. And please don't recommend meditation for me either because I can't focus that way.
She can pray. She just can't meditate.
I'm a great prayer.
In my mind, it's the same thing.
Is it?
Yes.
No, it's not to me.
It is. It should be. It can be.
It's not to me. I'm talking to an actual person.
I understand.
Meditation to me isn't talking to an actual person. It's just like talking to the universe or something like that. I don't know. I can't do it.
Make that person in your meditation.
I'm not.
It doesn't have to be the universe.
No, I feel like there shouldn't be talking in meditation.
Okay.
Like you're just supposed to be clearing your mind. I don't know. I'm going off of what I see. And it's like,
I love it. We're going to make her meditate.
I'm not doing it. I hate it. I'm not doing it. It's too quiet in there. I don't like it. I don't want to be left alone with my own thoughts that long. It's not for me. Okay. But yeah, anything else? I'm open to suggestions.
Yes.
All right.
Cool.
We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.